When wandering through a farmer's market, you might be looking for something specific, or maybe something in season to inspire your next meal.
Literally walk right out the door of my truck, purchase something, and then make a sandwich or make a special with it.
It's a food truck in the same alley where vendors come to sell their produce.
Be brought to the market by the farmer, and then cooked by the chef, and then served to the customer, all in the same spot. It's pretty special.
Farmer's Deli's menu might be small, but it is mighty.
The best way to exceed expectations is to do simple things simply well.
As simple as a comfort food many know and love.
Tell me about this grilled cheese.
That's the Washington. It's caramelized Walla Walla onions with Washington apples, smoked bacon on Sparrow sourdough with Tillamook cheddar cheese. And it's a great winter meal to have. It'll keep you warm and it'll get you set up for bed.
I love grilled cheese, and that is so bomb.
The creamy tomato basil soup is just, you can't do grilled cheese without tomato soup. And so creamy wild mushroom, various soups we might be doing later in the season, but the tomato is a go-to.
That's very heartwarming too. Yeah, it's something on a nice cool day that you kind of go after as a yummy creamy tomato soup.
Yeah.
You're obviously a food cart. You have a lot of people taking it to go, but it sounds like you have a nice partnership too, where you're able to eat the food nearby.
Absolutely. I do QR ordering with the Commons. And so you can have your cup of coffee and you can really enjoy a nice relaxing lunch, order from the Commons, and then just walk over to my truck and pick it up.
His passion for food runs deep.
For me, cooking can change someone's whole day if you put out a good meal. I had a customer this summer come back and said, "You brought joy to my day."
That's a huge compliment.
It really did. It really highlights, I think, that what you're doing can have value and meaning to someone through food.
Keeping the food source close has always been one of Justin's passions.
I definitely was like the mad scientist with barbecue sauces and playing around and cooking with my dad, and I think that was a really big part of our commonalities growing up, was me and my dad cooking together.
Oh, really? So what were his, what was he known for? What were his famous dishes?
My dad really likes to get outside, and he's a big fisherman, hunter, and we did a lot of how can we make a meal using things that we caught or harvested ourselves.
Buying from local, feeds local, and makes community.
When I went to college, I wanted to teach kids about food, whether it was like a community garden. I designed the composting program for the high school I graduated from. I've always had some kind of connection with nonprofits and food. And stepping away from, being an employee, really self-created my own opportunity to be on the board for the farmers market, to volunteer with Family Kitchen.
So it all kind of ties into your roots. That's pretty, you seem to stay true to your North Star.
You have to create your own opportunity in this world, and this is the end product, or maybe just the beginning of the story, actually.
But at Farmer's Deli, he sweeps the floors, takes out the trash, and he packs the food full of farmer's market goodness.
That's the harvest hummus wrap.
Okay.
And we've got sun-grounded arugula, we've got tomato, we've got cucumber, reduced balsamic,
That's
with
what it
pickled red onions, avocado, and it's just like, how many veggies can we get in this wrap?
Quite a few.
He has cooked for more than 2 decades and worked in more than a dozen restaurants, and has learned how valuable those skills can be for any role behind the scenes.
The way I make a living in this world is to do what everyone has to do when they get home, and what a lot of people consider to be a chore. I think it's a privilege.
Don't tell me twice. Love that reason enough.
Everyone always asks me, what's your favorite thing to cook? And I always ask, what's your favorite thing to eat? And that's what I do.
And you can go find these favorites on Brook Street in downtown Bend. For another edition of Taste This, I'm Emily Kirk.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos from Central Oregon Daily News. And for more news from the high desert, just visit centraloregondaily.com.